This is a collection of videos from myself and my friends talking about the lessons we've learned about life through the years. We made this video for young girls out there. We hope this inspires you and helps you in navigating your lives ahead.
What I have learned in my 20s that I look back on now is very much around self-confidence, really taking account of how I was feeling in the moment. We're constantly striving to become something we're not,
Yes.
and fit into the expectation of someone else, as opposed to what truly makes us happy.
I guess a huge thing that I've learned was around boundaries.
Right.
Personal boundaries and control. Learning that I do have the choice to say yes or no. I do have control and ownership of what I do and who I do it with, and pretty much every area of my life.
So we understand now that our time is really precious and our energy is really precious. So we want to be able to engage with people that are going to uplift us and that we are going to uplift. Say things I need in my life other than spiritual growth, but I need to be physically active and I need to do things that are good for my body.
Because your body is really the vessel that helps you exist.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to honor something,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing you should honor is the vessel that's allowing you to be here.
Absolutely, yes.
Giving it the right nourishment, giving it the right activity, giving it the right rest, I think is crucial.
I was severely depressed and manic condition, bipolar. This happened for 1.5 years where I had to go through hell and back. It felt like a roller coaster ride for me. However, I've got through that now, but I'm still on medication for the next 5 years. So what I've learned is, just to be a bit more selfish, just to go on in life with yourself. True happiness and contentment does come from loving yourself first. I've also wanted to do things for myself, stand on my own feet, be myself, be independent, be happy. I am positive about it, so I hope it helps all of you in the long run. Take care. God bless.
I did have kids very young. My first child was when I was 24. I had my son when I was 27. But it was at the age of 27 that I was challenged the most. My long-term partner, the father to both my kids, he and I separated. He left me one night after dinner. We had an interesting conversation and he left at the dinner table saying he was leaving. And my life changed forever. That was the start of a journey that I did not know what to expect with. It was at that moment, in the midst of all of that, that I went on a quest and I committed myself to actually finding who I was. And as a result of it, I found various different, paths that led me on a business journey. And I guess now I live my life purpose every single day.
It's really inspiring for anyone who, suddenly wakes up and realizes, I need something better. I need to do something better with my life or whatever it may be. Follow a passion, chase a dream. It's never too late. You never have to get into a rut or think this is how things have always been. It all starts with a decision.
I 100% agree. The moment you go, this is what I want to do, you make the decision and then you take that first step forward. And that is probably the most scariest, uncomfortable, weird feeling in your gut. But the moment you challenge yourself from there is, you have just changed the path of your entire life to achieving something different. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Something I learned recently is about success, however you define it in terms of achievement and growth, career, finance, relationships, or self-improvement. I was always taught that success scales with hard work, sacrifice, or even image. And that's how we're trained to achieve through school and home and work. I learned recently that the real world is a messy and infinite game that's constantly changing. And I'm now starting to figure out that success scales with love. It's actually love for yourself and for others that opens doors and builds bridges. Love is the currency of the infinite game of life.
Now that we've kind of turned into these we had to turn into strong, independent women, right? Where we kind of have to go after and get what we want. And we've kind of learned that if we like something, we can work for it, we can get it.
Yeah.
And with that process, sometimes we do fall into the trap of ingratitude.
So true, because as we had this conversation, I confessed to you, and now I'm confessing on camera, I guess, saying I'm learning that process.
Yeah.
I'm still learning, and what you shared with me is like, oh wow, that is really insightful, because we are in an era where women are stepping up.
Yeah.
They're very much embracing the rise of women making decisions, making choices, and going for what it is that they want, which is fabulous.
Yeah.
Definitely, yay.
Yeah.
Go for that.
Totally.
However, what you did point out was it is also okay to aspire things like it and not have to chase after it and pursue it like it's something that you need to acquire, but rather I'm going to admire it and look at it for what it is with gratitude.
What does gratitude mean to you as a state of being?
I guess it just means a complete acceptance of whoever I am and whatever I feel and whatever I've done and whatever I'm going to do. It's just a non-judgmental way of looking at myself.
One of the important things also realize is that no matter what path you take, it's never really right or wrong. Like your journey is your journey, and you just have to sort of go through it. And then the more you sort of progress in life, you realize things are not as finite as you think they are, that there's always ways of overcoming things. You get over things, you move on from things, you learn, you change, you grow. There is no fixed identity. And I think the older you get, the more you realize you're actually free to just be whoever you want to be, and you're not limited by those things.
We also learned that there exists a binary concept in this world. And in order to live in this world, we have to allow both things to coexist in the same space. Being okay with things, being comfortable with the pain and the pleasure both existing in your life, and not avoiding one to grab onto another.
In order to thrive in life, one of the key concepts you have to get your head around is the concept of impermanence, that everything is impermanent, nothing lasts forever, and therefore becoming really comfortable with the idea of impermanence and being just really open to things coming and going, things starting and ending. I think that is one of the most important things that can help you just kind of cruise through life.
Trust your intuition, be more comfortable trusting and confident trusting your intuition. And I think a big part of that is being more confident in making mistakes. No, and we're not afraid of mistakes anymore, because we've made mistakes. We bounce back, and we do every single time.
I think another part of this thriving process is really owning our emotions and being comfortable sitting with them, processing them. And I think another thing that I really learned is the ability to self-soothe.
Self-soothing involves a lot of compassion and being kind to yourself, without going, oh my god girl, guess what happened, like we used to. And there's nothing wrong with that. And yes, reach out, of course, ask for support, but we're becoming better at self-soothing.
We were so good with being loving and compassionate towards others, and we just did not know how to do that for ourselves. And one of the things I love is being able to be compassionate towards myself. when you do get to that place of true self-love, and it is a journey, and it is about learning to put yourself first and sort of falling in love with yourself, like really seeing yourself and falling in love with yourself, there is no better feeling. There really is no better love.
There's no
in
better love.
the world than
No, that's right.
when you start to love yourself.